We begin with breaking news out of Savannah. Dozens of police are at the Frazier Homes apartment complex in Savannah located on May Street and Emerald Avenue. That's where we find WSAV's Jillian Coles. She's been on scene for a couple of hours talking with officials. Jillian, what can you tell us?
Sarah, we did learn from Mayor Van Johnson that 3 officers were involved in a shooting here at the Frazier Homes apartment complex. Now, he also did confirm that 1 person was injured. But if you look around me, we still have over a dozen police cars on the street, on the scene. And on May Street, we have about a handful. But if you look down Emerald Street, there's even more. And there's also the Savannah Police Department forensic unit. And about 30 minutes ago, Georgia Bureau of Investigation did arrive to the scene. Now, police were called here at 2:40 this afternoon for a report of an altercation. Now, officials have not confirmed what led up to that shooting, but Mayor Johnson told us no officers were injured. That person who was shot was taken to the hospital, and at this time, officials believe the injuries are non-life-threatening. Mayor Johnson told me he's glad this incident didn't turn deadly.
Being a former law enforcement officer is not ever the best of circumstances when an officer feels that either their life or the life of others or the safety of others is to the point where deadly force has to be used, in this case using a firearm. So we're certainly glad that this could have been worse than it is at this point. And again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So we're just asking all citizens to withhold judgment as we are until the facts are made known.
Law enforcement are expected to be on this scene for a few more hours, but GBI is taking over this investigation. Reporting live in Savannah, Jillian Coles, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Jillian Coles, thank you. Also developing, the Hampton County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting earlier this afternoon. Deputies responded to a shooting on Grant Hill Road in the Scotia area. Officials say there was a heavy law enforcement presence in the area, and we're asking residents and drivers to avoid the area. This is an ongoing investigation, and we will update you on air and online as soon as we learn more. And the victims killed in a Low Country shooting Thursday night have been identified. Officials say the shootout started on Hilton Head Island and ended hours later in Bluffton, where deputies say the suspect turned the gun on himself. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office says deputies were called to Lark Street just after 11:30 Thursday night. When they arrived, they found 2 victims, 50-year-old Catherine Warrington and 62-year-old David Duffy, shot and killed outside a home, and no suspect in sight. Police confirming to WSAV the female victim and the suspect were a couple at one point, and the woman filed a police report with them for a domestic situation in early February. Police say they did investigate but did not file charges. Now, deputies were able to track the suspect's vehicle to his home on Promenade Street in Bluffton. A perimeter was set up around the house, and after hours of negotiations, a woman inside safely got out. Deputies later entered and found 52-year-old Dustin Lindsley dead from what appears to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Investigators call this the result of a domestic situation, and there is no threat to the public. And we're still learning more about a viral video of a beating in a Pooler parking lot. The Chatham County Sheriff's Office tells WSAV a second arrest warrant has been issued. You may remember 34-year-old Motrion Williams was arrested on Tuesday for allegedly organizing the beating. It happened in a Walmart parking lot in Pooler and was taken almost a year ago. The viral video went viral after Sheriff Coleman went live on Facebook from the scene and shared the video, vowing to bring everyone involved to justice. Sheriff Coleman plans to release more information about the second suspect sometime today. We'll keep you updated on air and online as we learn more. We're taking a live look outside now over Savannah's Bull River. We have had a really breezy day today, and we're expecting some more showers to move in. We're going to check in with Storm Team 3 meteorologist Jeff Vorick for a look at the forecast. Hey, Jeff.
Hey Sarah, you're spot on about that. It has been a breezy one today. Winds were quite elevated, and even outside of showers and storms, they've gusted 25 to 30 miles per hour. Statesboro today gusted to 31, just ahead of the first round of showers moved through. Savannah even gusted over 35 miles per hour. So we're going to have elevated winds the rest of this evening, and that's going to continue for portions of the overnight hours, even before the cold front does arrive. So a look at Viper radar does show you some scattered showers moving about. Lightning strikes, though, are all generally north of our area. North of I-16, one batch of showers now moving just along to I-95 in Jasper County. This makes its way towards perhaps Bluffton, Hilton Head, and certainly northern portions of Beaufort County, including Beaufort and Port Royal. Showers are moving through portions of Wayne County into McIntosh County, along with southeastern Long County as well. Another batch of showers in Montgomery and Toombs County, too. Stronger storms continue west of I-75, even one severe warned over in Alabama, but that storm fuel is going to come down a good bit tonight. Still, again, rumbles of thunder possible tonight, but once those storm chances come down, it will just turn into all showers, and that's going to be the case after about 10, 11 o'clock or so. But until then, we will have scattered showers and storms in and out of the area.
Jeff, thank you. New at 6. In response to recent ice-related deaths, both nationally and locally, an advocacy group is displaying a strong message at the footbridge crossing on State Route 21 in Port Wentworth. WSAV's Jillian Coles talked to organizers about why they say this message needs to be heard.
ICE and DHS and their actions have become more and more violent. They've become more and more egregious, more and more rough with people.
Robin Montgomery, organizing director of 5051 Savannah, says it needs to stop. Recent incidents across the country involving immigration enforcement, including detention center conditions and cases involving children, sparked Saturday's action by the local grassroots advocacy group, A Peaceful Banner Drop.
They want to see the government help people instead of hurt people. And I think they're also a little worried about when is it going to happen to me or my family or my friend, because we see the government buying up these warehouses all over the country that can house maybe 8,000, 10,000 people. And if they're deporting people, why are they buying these warehouses?
Montgomery said the issue hit even closer to home after the death of Dr. Linda Davis, a Savannah-Chatham County school system teacher who died in an ICE-involved crash on February 16th.
When that happened, I think what it did was it mobilized people a little bit more. I think people are really angry when these kind of big, noticeable events happen. People want to get out more.
Montgomery says she's not only calling for ICE to be abolished, but a change in the system so law enforcement can reflect community values.
We understand that we need law enforcement in the country. We can't just have a wide open door. You wouldn't do that in your house, and you wouldn't do it in your country. But we need to reimagine government institutions, ICE in particular, so that it's an organization that, rather than grabbing people from their homes, helps immigrants find affordable homes.
Montgomery says the organization's next stop is in Forsyth Park to educate and encourage people to register to vote. You'll find them there February 28th at 9:30 that morning. Well, the community of Brunswick gathered for a community bike ride today, all to remember a man who was murdered during a racially motivated hate crime. You remember his name, Ahmaud Aubrey. He was killed 6 years ago while he was taking a morning run in Satia Shores near Brunswick. Police say he was ambushed by men in a truck who eventually ran him down and killed him. Today, people filled the streets for a bike ride to honor and remember Ahmaud's life. Organizers say all proceeds benefit the Aubrey family. His father told News 3 that he and his family are still grieving.
Still a struggle for us because we're missing him. And you know, the way he just got killed, that's the struggle we have to go through every day of our life. We got to live with that the rest of our life. And you know, it's still hard.